This is the Barbados Today evening news for Friday, August 18. Thank you for joining us. I am Marie-Claire Williams. We begin with news that Home Affairs Minister Adriel Brathwaite tells residents of St. Peter who were affected by the tropical storm that help is on the way. Barbados escaped the worst of Tropical Storm Harvey, but communities in the north were the most impacted. One family lost their home in Farm Road, St. Peter. Brathwaite toured the affected areas this morning, accompanied by St. Lucie MP Dennis Kelman and members of the Department of Emergency Management, among other officials. He said those affected will receive the assistance they need as soon as possible.
Those residents who we visited who are in need of immediate assistance wherever we've been able to, we have found solutions for them. Most of them need long-term solutions, and we're going to have to send in our team from rural and welfare and make a determination as to how we can render further assistance long-term. If you look at the houses to my right, from what I've been told, it's a tenantry. Most of them will like to purchase their homes for whatever reason. It's not been completed as yet. So we need to look to see how we can assist them in that regard and at the same time help them with the housing and stuff. Thankfully, there's been no injury. The level of water that in some cases that we've heard about means that residents have been very fortunate. So we must give thanks in that regard first and foremost.
Brathwaite added that the factors contributing to the flooding in the north have been present for years and something must be done to address the situation.
This is the problem that has gone back from as early as probably 1984, which means that we indeed need to find solutions or a solution so that this does not happen again. This is probably the second time since I've been minister responsible for home affairs that I've been down into this area. Because when I walked in this afternoon, I said, this looks very, very familiar. So we really need to find a solution.
And some residents have been sharing their experience with Barbados Today.
This morning, I just hear my friend, my neighbor, ask me, Lisa, you okay? I tell her, well, yeah, I'm okay. But as I step down, I step into a whole pool of water. So I had a bag, she know I am okay. So when I get up, then I come through the house, I see all the water flood all through the house completely flooded out. You saw my little small salon in the back completely flooded out and everything. So I just called the family and then come down to start help cleaning out and to push out the water and sweep out the water and stuff.
What time was this that you were afraid that the house was built?
Oh, after 8. Yeah, it was about after 8. Yeah, it was after 8.
And this is the first time that you would experience anything like this during the storm?
Yes, the first time. We never experienced it at all.
I had my steel band to play tonight and I can't do anything tonight. So I have to shut down business for tonight. I hope that things could work out before the time comes. But if it don't, I have to close for the night. And hopefully tomorrow too. I have a lot of work in here so to do.
What do you feel about this situation?
How I feel about it? Well, I can't. How I feel about it is nothing I could do about this right now. As I said, this is the Lord's work. We have to do it.
Director of the Department of Emergency Management, Kerry Hines, says they will work swiftly to ensure that the affected families are taken care of as soon as possible.
Welfare would do a socio-economic assessment of the situation, and then we would come up with a number of solutions in order to remedy the problem. Hopefully it would, as we go through the process, it would not be too long as we note the position in which our victims are in at this point in time. I really, my heart goes out to the persons who would have had some loss as a result of Tropical Storm Harvey. But also this was to reinforce that we are here to offer whatever assistance we can as humanly possible.
And residents of some parts of Christchurch also experienced what some say was a mini tornado during the storm. That caused some damage to houses, leaving the occupants with the task of rebuilding. One resident explained what happened.
All I can say is that I heard a noise and like a cracking, like the house cracking. And by the time I look up, I hold up to look up, all I could see the roof, the sky. So it was like quick, so a noise, like cracking, and before you know it, the roof, everything was gone, falling in, everything.
What was your first immediate reaction? Like, what did you do?
to make sure that everybody in the house was okay, and then we got out.
And the opposition Barbados Labour Party candidate for Christchurch East, Wilfred Abrams, toured the area this morning, and he gave this assessment of the current situation.
The damage in Christchurch East is phenomenal, right? I've been seeing the pictures in the other parts of the country, and it's mainly tree branches being down, some flooding, some issues like that. But what happened out here is spectacular. David Best was through here this morning, and apparently he said that he verified what some of the residents have been saying, that something like a mini tornado came through here. If you look around, the galvanize that you're seeing round about here is from Providence Church. There's a speaker from Providence Church just up the road there. That's like 200-300 meters from the church. A roof just behind this house here went, and that roof is up Pilgrim Road, right? I mean, that did not happen anywhere else in Barbados. And the residents, this lady that you see in the background, the residents said that they came out or they looked out and they saw things swirling, they saw galvanized just going around and around and around in circles. People saying their houses are shaking.
In other news this evening, we go to the parish of St. Joseph, where the road to re-election seems uncertain for MP Dale Marshall. The former Attorney General saw his margin of victory increase nearly tenfold in the last election, but he now faces a strong opponent in Randall Rouse, the former Democratic Labour Party candidate who plans to run as an independent next year. While independent candidates fare badly in St. Joseph as a matter of course, Rouse is appealing to the people in a way that Marshall appears unable to do. A survey by Barbados Today's Pulse of the People found that Rouse could pull an upset, while Marshall is challenged to hold on to the seat.
I changed over from Del Marshall because this work can help me with him. He might help me, so I went to the DLP. I always BLP, but I went to change over to DLP.
Oh man, you gotta get somebody to vote for that man, they worthy. He did doing that already there. Power last time I seen you doing that now, right? I choke, right? Yeah, do nothing.
I voted once in my life, boy. And that was 2002. I never voted since.
No plans to vote this time?
Nah.
What is that?
I ain't gonna make no difference. All parties is the same thing. None of them in it for the people, everybody in it for a salary.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Morning, Miss Oya. Morning. You again. So you're washing cars now? Well, I can't keep up with you at all.
Yes, girl, you know they're going to provision to selling slow. And I don't sell nation newspapers at all because them don't sell. So I washing cars now. I like to get up before 8:30 because I can't take the hot sun. You want the car wash?
No, not today. It clean.
But you're going in very early though?
Yeah, I just going early so I can read the Barbados Today online before work starts.
Right. But you can still let me clean the vendor for the $2. At least it's still cheaper than the nation newspaper.
All right.
I got a special boo here that I got it shiny. Thank you. Enjoy your day here.
You too.
All right. What that paper is? She can see clearly when the dirt is gone.
The Barbados Today, news you can trust.
Thank you for staying with us. We're back with news from the region, and we go back now with an update on Tropical Storm Harvey. Harvey dumped heavy rain on several Caribbean islands today as it made its way into the eastern Caribbean Sea. Tropical storm warnings were this afternoon discontinued for Martinique, St. Lucia and St. Vincent and the Grenadines, while the tropical storm watch was also discontinued for Dominica. Harvey is moving towards the west near 21 miles per hour, and this general motion is expected to continue for the next couple days. The center of the storm is expected to move through the eastern Caribbean Sea tonight and through the central Caribbean Sea tomorrow and Sunday night. And finally, 2 people are dead and 8 others were wounded in a knife attack at a market square in Finland earlier today. Police arrested the suspected attacker after shooting him in the leg. They said they are yet to establish a motive or the identity of the man. We get more in this Reuters report.
Finland's on high alert after a knife attack in the city of Turku. At least 2 people are dead and 8 injured in the stabbing spree, according to police. And they say one suspect's been arrested following a shootout. The motive is still being determined, including whether it's related to the wave of militant attacks in Europe, but they've boosted security nationwide. Local media reports suggest authorities are also conducting searches of public transportation, including trains and buses.
That's news this evening. For more, you can log on to our website, www.barbadostoday.bb. You can also subscribe to our e-paper, email updates, and like us on Facebook. We're on Izumi Media in bus terminals and Screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you. You can also find us on Mix 96.9 FM. I am Mary Claire Williams. Have a good evening.